Paris Olympics is just about 2 days away if you are an Indian contingent, because 26th is the opening ceremony, but India's events actually begin from 25 onwards. Now, in this first week, what I am going to do from July 25 to July 28th, what we will be doing in Sports Today is to break down each week as it comes. So this first week, although it's starting in the middle, July 25 to July 28th is your first major week that you're going to have. In this, what are the major events and what can be the potential medals that India can get? So let us begin firstly with the thing that week 1 is from July 25 to 28th. In this, shooting and archery will be the main medal focus. Agreed, in archery it is next to impossible because of the South Korea dominance in it. But on the other hand, India have had a decentish run in recurve archery when you look at it. In one of the World Cup events, they beat South Korea. So there is a bit of hope, but yes, we are racing against time to get a medal. But on the other hand, shooting, in the very first week itself, in 2 events, you could potentially get a medal. So, on July 25 itself, from 1 p.m., the recurve archery women's individual ranking rounds begin. Then at 5:45 p.m. you have the men's individual recurve archery event that's going to begin. So 1 p.m. onwards, India's Olympic campaign begins. Then from 5:45, the recurve archery men's individual ranking will begin. These rankings will then determine what is the seeding and how the opponents will be at this point in time, heading into the elimination rounds, the quarters, semis and the final. Then on July 26th, 11 p.m. IST onwards, which is 7:30 Paris time, you will see the opening ceremony. Now, the opening ceremony will be held on the Seine River for the first time ever. Instead of a stadium, you're going to see an opening ceremony in the river. So, this will be a spectacular Paris Olympics at this point in time. But then straight away from 27th onwards, your medal rounds will begin for India, because 27th, this is when you will have to see India very, very closely, because mixed team 10-meter air rifle event begins from 12:30 p.m. IST onwards, followed by the men's 10-meter air pistol qualification from 2 p.m. Then there is the 10-meter air pistol women's qualification from 4 p.m. Aside from shooting, you also have badminton, where the men's and women's singles and doubles event will begin from 2:30 p.m. onwards. So that is how you're looking at this current schedule. Badminton will begin from 2:30 p.m. Then you've got the mixed team 10-meter air rifle, then air pistol for both men and women. That will begin from 2 and 4 p.m. Then continuing on this, you've got the rowing single scull heat that is going to be there at 12:30 p.m. onwards. Hockey, if you look at it, the first major game for the India men's hockey team begins on 27th. That is India versus New Zealand, the Black Sticks at 9:15 p.m. Then you have the tennis men's and singles doubles that will begin from 3:30 p.m. Table tennis will begin from 6:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. So this is basically the major things that is there, and boxing women's 54 kilo will begin from 7 p.m. onwards. But now we come to the medal part. The medal event that is there for India, if they qualify, is the mixed team 10-meter air rifle medal rounds from 2 p.m. onwards. So on 27th, India might feature in the 10-meter air rifle medal rounds from 2 p.m. onwards. India has done well in the Asian Games when it came to the team events shooting, so that is why there is a bit of a hope that India can do it. But again, remember, the Asian Games was just a small sample. Looking at Olympics, world, Europe, if you look at Europe and China, they always hurt India at crucial times. So India, the one thing to look forward to on 27th is the 10-meter air rifle medal rounds. 2 p.m. onwards, pray for medals at that point in time. Then from 27th, we move to 28th. You will start off with badminton. Again, the women's and singles and doubles from 12:50 onwards, from 4 p.m. it will continue, and it will continue till 5. Then rowing, you could have the single scull repechage event. India has a faint chance of making it, but you never know. Table tennis round of 64 begins from 1:30 p.m. onwards. This time the contingent is looking strong enough, so one hopes you can get that medal also. Swimming, if you look at it, the 100-meter men's backstroke, Srihari Nataraj will be there, and also 200-meter freestyle women's heats will begin from 2:30 p.m. onwards. So there are only 2 swimmers in the contingent this time around. One hopes that India can make an impact at this point. Then boxing begins. Men's 71 kilo round of 32 from 246, followed by boxing, women's 50 kilo round of 32. Tennis, men's singles and doubles at 3:30. Then we again come to shooting, which is very important. Shooting, the 10-meter air rifle women's qualification at 12:45. 10-meter air rifle men's qualification. These are all singles, by the way. This is not a team event. Women's team elimination, quarterfinal and semi-final. Archery. From this point, from 1 p.m. till 7:17 p.m., you'll come to know what are India's prospects in archery. And then this is the major event. On 28th, you have 2 major medal rounds. In fact, 3. 10-meter air pistol men's final will start from 1 p.m. If India make it, then it is going to be interesting. Then there is 10-meter air pistol women's final at 3:30 p.m. Archery women's team bronze. That will start at 8:18. If India can make it there, it is great. If India make it past the bronze, then archery women's team gold medal match. That will begin at 8:41 p.m. So basically 3 medals potentially for India on 28th as well. So 27th, shooting, 10-meter air rifle, the mixed team event, followed by 10-meter air pistol men's event and women's on 28th. Archery, if India can do it, then India's event will be there. Otherwise, if they're eliminated before the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, then this event does not hold any value for India then. So, basically you're looking in this first week, 3 medals potentially. The shooting event, if you have to say, in the qualification round, the top 8 who make it to that cutoff mark, they make it to the final. And then in the final, it's a straight shootout. Whoever can get to 8 rounds better and they can win that gold medal, then they are assured of it. So, team event, looking at India's performance, let's hope for the best. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.